So welcome back to the channel. Today a channel update for June. What am I reading? What am I gaming? And what is the health of this channel? And what ideas do I have forward to develop the channel? I will start to dive in immediately what I'm reading this weekend and this month. So first of all, it's Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electrical Sheep? And it's a forerunner to inspiration for Blade Runner. It's part of my cyberpunk short writing project where I'm going to write 2 or 3 short stories during the summer. And I'm also going to delve deep into the genre, and this is one way of doing it. Started to read a book, found it very humorous initially, but it's a serious book about identity, who we are, and what is the meaning of life, basically. And if something is fake, if something is not for real, doesn't it mean that it's real anyway? Because people believe in fake things. I'm not sure if I'm nailing the or framing the idea of the book, but that is the perception I've gotten so far. I bought this one in Gothenburg when I met my childhood friend, and I really enjoyed these covers. Sci-fi masterworks, I think they are called, and usually I don't like these kind of covers because they are very generic, but I really enjoy the yellow color. What do you think? Do you like that? Um, this weekend is also a Shogun weekend because tomorrow I'm meeting Rick, who has been on the channel a few times, and we're going to discuss the book. We're on chapter 20. We're going to start in chapter 25. We have read up until 25. So if you're curious or want to just read along with us, you can just jump on this Shogun train. We're reading it quite slow because we have a lot to do. But so if you're a quick reader, you can come and read it fast, so you get into the same chapters as we are, for example. So I really enjoyed the Shogun book. It's fictional, Japan, 1400s, feudal Japan is in turmoil. Europeans are there, Portuguese and British, trying to colonize the Japan's islands. I think they say that in the book, Japan's. But interesting thing with Shogun, a part that is the political intrigue is very interesting and very complex. Actually, a lot of names can be a bit confusing. The cultural aspect of Shogun is really important, not because it's nuanced, because it's a lot of stereotypes, but the stereotypes goes both ways, towards Europeans and towards Japanese people, for example, and towards different groups of Europeans, Portuguese, British, Catholic, Protestant, and so on. So I really recommend Shogun. I hope to finish this beautiful book, The Great Hunt. I really enjoy the Wheel of Time. For sure, this is very different from Malasan, Book of the Fallen, or the epics, of course, like the Iliad or the Mahabharata. But I still enjoy the Wheel of Time, especially. It's a great book if you have a lot of work or maybe a lot of studies, and you don't have the energy or time to read this in-depth, advanced literature. I think without saying bad things about the Wheel of Time, it's a bit easier. Of course, it's easier to follow, but still quite layered, I would say, and a bit surprising too. So it can fulfill the need to escape a bit from your ordinary world when you come home. So I already made a review on The Eye of the World, and I made a lore video on Wheel of Time, so please check that out if you haven't done that yet. So I think it's a beautiful book. It's a lot of nostalgia when you are reading that, of course. Especially I grew up with Tolkien, never read A Wheel of Time, even though many did that in the 90s. I missed that train, but now I'm taking it back to myself and to my reading, my have read books. I usually drink a lot of tea, even when I record. Today I'm drinking this green tea, Kyang Ding, I think it's called. It's very good. It has a thick green texture and it feels like you almost can chew on the tea. So check out green teas if you want. It's a great thing to drink when you read. I'm also reading Akira this weekend. I'm going to finish this one. This is volume one. Akira is a recommendation from a few of you here on the channel, and also part of my cyberpunk idea project. I have not read so many mangas. I'm not so fond of mangas. I'm not sure because it feels like they are never ending. And but I have three mangas in my bookshelf, and that is this one, Akira, and also Vagabond, and also uh, the Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is about the Scandinavia and the United Kingdom when the Vikings roamed the area around here, here in Scandinavia and on the North Sea, for example. So it's about the many famous people during the Viking era, and I think the especially the illustrator in the anime on Netflix has made a so beautiful job to capture the Scandinavian and the British and Icelandic landscape. Akira, on the other hand, is about something else. It's about this boy. I will read the text here on the book cover. It says like this: a white figure suddenly appeared on the street where there had been nothing a moment ago. Tetsuo, who was leading the group, quickly put on his brakes. The figure glowing in the light came closer and closer. He had the number 26 written on his palm, a childlike body and a wrinkled face. The next second, Tetsuo was slammed against the ground and his bike exploded. Then the mysterious figure melted into the darkness right in front of the eyes of Kaneda, the group leader. The incident occurred on the highway built over Tokyo Bay, which connects ground zero of the newest variant bomb that started the Third World War with megalopolis Neo Tokyo. This was the beginning of the great drama, Akira. Who is the small man? What will happen to Tetsuo, who was taken away from the scene of the incident by the army? And what will happen to Kaneda, who will be involved in the unpredictable troubles and the beautiful girl Kei takes action with Kaneda? The great mystery of Akira develops into thrilling drama of the year 2019, the year before the Olympic Games are held and just when the world is trying to regain the prosperity lost by the Third World War. One of Japan's leading comics is this, and it was written in the 80s, and it's still a kind of a blueprint, as I understand it, a role model for manga and also for cyberpunk because it inspired the cyberpunk aesthetics a lot. So that is why I'm curious of this one. The artwork is beautiful. It can look like this, for example. And then we have panels such as these. So there's a lot of things to do here and see here. And we also ride a lot of motorbike if you enjoy that. Manga is special, I think, because there's a lot to take in: the picture, what's happening, the dialogue, and the story itself. So it's a bit different from reading a book, I think, but I'm enjoying it, and I think it's a great variation from reading books. That is the main books I'm focusing on the weekend. If I have some time over, I will try to read the continuation of the Neuromancer, and that is the Count Zero book. So let's see if I get into that. I'm curious on what you are reading, so please tell me that. I also want to tell you a bit about what I'm gaming this weekend and what I have been gaming this week. And also there I'm focused on storytelling and games that give me something spiritually, meaning that I feel good in my soul, I feel balanced, I don't feel stressed, I can breathe calmly and relax and don't think about problems or challenges in the ordinary world. So this weekend and week also I focus on playing The Outer Worlds 2, which is a great game. It's a sequel to the first game, of course, and it takes place in Arcadia. It's a new colony, and it's a bit Fallout-ish, I would say, the game, and a lot of irony against the corporations who try to rule over people, and also dictators who try to rule over people. And you are in the mix of all these things. You work for something called the Earth Directorate, and you have a lot of choices. So I think this is a great role-playing game because it's really for you to choose what you would like to do. And if you like Fallout, for example, or Starfield, I would say you should check this game up. Or if you like Disco Elysium, I think this could be very interesting for you too. Um, so try it. I'm very eager to finish Death Stranding. This is a great game. I've talked about it before on the channel, but if you're new here, it's about an apocalyptic United States where everything has gone wrong, meaning no roads, nothing of the more modern technology is left. There is no, people have gotten used to AI so much, so they have lost the human connection. But since everything is destroyed, you have to rebuild the United States, build roads, build human connection, deliver food. You can deliver a lot of different things like video games. There is also a strange cosplay mission there as well. So, but you're actually walking around carrying things. So some accuse it to be just a walking simulator. I wouldn't say it's that. It's a great story, HBO-esque like, and this Death Stranding, meaning I'm not sure yet, but there are dead people who come back to this world during different times of the day when it's something called timefall, which is kind of rain, but it's the rain is filled with chemicals that hurt your body but also hurt the things you deliver. And there is like a shadow world, I suppose, where there are dead people, and sometimes the dead people come back. And you also live in symbiosis with a child that you carry, so you need to deliver things, you need to take care of the child, and you need to find the best route to destination A to B. Maybe it sounds boring, but check it out. It's great storytelling, and I'm not surprised if this will become a movie or something in the future. I'm also gaming Triangle Strategy. So, very different game, of course. This is it says it's a JRPG. It's a tactical JRPG game, but since I'm not so fond of JRPGs, I mean, I can enjoy them, but it's not so that I play them a lot. But this one has a very intricate story, very Game of Thrones like, very easy in the beginning. Three kingdoms where they fight for salt, iron, and that is the cause for many wars and conflicts. And there are also power struggles within the different kingdoms, and there are of course envy and knife in the back, people not relying, people lying, and so on. So there's a lot of political scheming. That was the word I was looking for. A lot of political scheming in this game. Graphics very simple, but the story not so simple. So I think this is worth for a storytelling study, this kind of game, where you, with very simple graphic, tell a quite advanced story. So if you have played Triangle Strategy, please tell me, or if you have played other tactical RPG games, like maybe Final Fantasy Tactics Advance or Ogre Tactics Reborn, for example. There might be more, but they fill a special importance when it comes to storytelling, I would say. I also have the opportunity this weekend to have time to write, and I'm going to write about or in my cyberpunk world, and I made a video this week about TTRPGs, tabletop RPGs, and author inspiration. And that is the reason why I bought this book, to get me inspired to write my stories. And in this case, it has a lot to do with the characters, the characterization, because in this kind of book, you get classes, you get to know skills, you see some artwork, and you also um, get a lot of lore. So that is the things I'm doing. Sorry if I'm not looking right into the camera always, but I feel very natural just sitting here. And also just some words about the channel health at the moment. I feel it's good, and number of subscribers is not that important to me, but it seems to grow a little bit from time to time. Sometimes it decreases, but we are about 558 today subscribers, and quite a lot of people watch the channel and the videos, and especially a lot of people comment or contact me in different ways via Substack or email or Facebook or Instagram, for example, or Threads as well. So I'm very happy where I am with the channel. I hope you are happy too with being here. I made a few concepts that I will try to stick to a little bit consistently at least, and that is a few themes, and so there will be thematic videos more than I have used to have here on the channel. And the first one is the cyberpunk writing project, that it will be about my short story writing, world building ideas, and about sci-fi cyberpunk literature and games as well. The second one is the Witcher vlog, that is already existing as a theme here. Since I swap books, some things can take time, but when I finish the Tower of Swords, for example, or come further into the Witcher 3 games, I will update the Witcher vlog for you as well. The third one is the Malazan perspective. Want to give you my views on Malazan Book of the Fallen. There is already a lot of Malazan things here on the channel, and there is a playlist for that. But since that is my favorite fantasy book of all time, and it has high philosophical qualities as well. So I will continue to do videos for that as well. I also have the classic epic fantasy vlog, as it's called now, and there I will put in things like Wheel of Time, mostly, I think during this year, and also Ryan Coyle's Bound and the Broken series. And now I managed to say Ryan Coyle as well, right? Not so easy with all the vowels. I will also have a theme with spiritual book talk from time to time. I already done a few of them together with Reverend Jay, for example, about the Book of the New Sun. So I hope we will continue that project. There I will include things like the Iliad, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Mahabharata, for example, there as well. I also have an idea of having a Watcher vlog that would be about CRPGs, but I will probably put in the JRPGs there if the story are good and mature enough to fit in there. So I'm a big Pillars of Eternity fan, and that's the reason for the Watcher vlog. So I know all of these can be own channels, but I refuse to adjust to the algorithm, and that is of course a death sin here on YouTube, because the algorithm doesn't know what to promote or not. But I still, during these 2 years, gotten a lot of contacts, real contacts with you, and I think that's worth everything for me, not the great numbers that you can get here on YouTube. Maybe one day it happens. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it doesn't happen. So it's no problem. And also this, what I'm doing now, it's a monthly reading update. What am I reading? What have I bought? What am I gaming? And how is the channel doing? One thing with the channel that is fun is that the reach of the videos are bigger now, which is important. And also that people actually watch the videos longer than I used to. So I'm very happy for that. So I hope that can continue. As you see, I have some lighting now here in in the room. I also have a mic. I'm not so happy with the sound of the mic so far, but please tell me if you think you hear me loud and clear. Otherwise, I will try to adjust that. I also will decorate this table more. Now it looks like a mess. I have a friend who has been making some paintings, so he's going to give me a painting because of pure friendship. He borrowed Hollow Knight for a year, he told me, and helped his family to heal. So I will get a painting as a friendly gift back. And that is a fantasy theme, and I will put it here on the wall so you will know for sure when the painting has arrived to my house. So with all that said, I hope you had a great time here on the channel. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe and share. I know you should say this in the beginning, and you should have fancy fonts and sounds, and maybe I should look a bit more fun and funny when I record, but I keep and stick to my style. I hope you like that. Until next time, already this weekend, I'll see you. I hope you got inspiration to read or to game, and if you did, please tell me what you're gonna game or read after this video, and see you later. Thank you and bye.